Awesome.
Okay, and we're back.
We're back. Let's go.
Welcome to the Beyond the Creeks podcast.
Episode 2. We made
What's
it this far. And let's say 10 hours ago, my guy wake up, say, Afa Modu podcast.
Just like
It's
that.
us in episode 2.
Episode 2. Just like that. And
Just like that.
before you know, we'll celebrate season 2. So how many episodes should you do for season 1?
We'll do like, should we copy the Melin or we'll do recent days? Recent days now 13 episodes a day.
Yeah, 13 episodes. So this is episode 2 of 13, right?
I pray we blow before season 5.
We are going to blow definitely. For season 5, we will do one for Abade now.
Maybe about it.
Abroad now.
Oh, yes. Yeah. We feel even travel.
I'm telling you.
Like normal travel, we won't travel, just go enjoy ourselves. We'll just do
Just
like
do one.
3 episodes.
Different locations, different hotels.
Yes, different hotels. 4 seasons.
Just pretend you didn't hear that. So today's
Okay, let's
episode
go.
is a bit special
Very special.
because we promised you in episode 1 that we'll do it in episode 2.
Yes.
But before we go into what we have, the craziest thing you have done for money as a man or as a boy from the creeks, I want you to just give me some few experiences you've had living in the village.
Okay. Most of my life, I lived it in Warri.
Okay.
But I was opportune because an opportunity to go that
Yes,
place, the coastline, back the coastline. So there was an opportunity to visit. There was a time I spent over 3 months there. And I got to become the village boy I never was. I made a lot of friends, good ones, bad ones, extremely bad ones.
And the ugly ones, good, bad, and ugly.
The good, bad, the ugly. I made all of them. All of them are my friends till today. I'm not cut anyone off. So I got to see how I got to blend into it because I'm a city boy. You understand? City boy coming to the village. The first 1 month you suffer.
Yeah.
You understand? And I came to realize that we had the best nightlife. During the day, all of us, all the teenagers were indoors, were like resting. Around 11 o'clock, you see somebody bathing. 11 p.m., please. You see somebody bathing so that you go outside and stroll.
Nightlife.
Nightlife is amazing. When your light doesn't go off, you can roll around, you can move in the street till dawn, till the other light source come up. So it was a very fun experience. I got to belong. They accepted me into the system because normally I would just come for like a week or 2 days or 3 days and go back, and they'll be like, this body don't go. I stayed. I belonged. I everything. They accepted me. One love.
You didn't have any girlfriends? I was waiting for you.
No, I didn't have any girlfriend. I didn't do that. We're not supposed to talk about those things for the podcast.
Yeah. Okay. No. Well, anyway, okay.
Yes.
So we're actually not supposed to talk.
Shout out to my girl B.
Yeah, because
Shout out wherever you are.
we can't.
Yeah. We're talking about how we'll take make them.
But in future episodes, we'll come back to this.
We'll come back. Okay. So I'm glad it was amazing. It was something else to actually belong to the community. You're from there, but like for the people to accept you and treat you as one, as equal, as everything, it's a different feeling. So what about you? Do you have any experience?
So many, but I will use one because I stayed for like 2 months. I think that was the longest I had ever stayed there. It was no prosa as well in Baramatu Kingdom. So I went to write my NECO.
Expo Center.
Nothing like that. So I wrote with my mind, my body, my soul. I was focused. I read. I studied.
How about the answers they wrote on the body? You closed your eyes.
Okay, so that experience for me was very, very. It was a different feeling because my mom was not there. It was my sister and I, my younger sister and I. My dad was coming, and so it was off and on pretty much. So it was just myself and my sister in the village. So we made a lot of friends as usual. The good, the bad, the ugly. And one of the things that I tried to do, or the first thing I noticed about that experience or being there was I started speaking. Okay, so here's the balance. I hear Ijo. That's the language, our language. I hear it fully. But because I'm not used to speaking, so growing up, my dad would always speak Ijo to me. You know, my father will send you errand. He will tell you, okay, Mubini Kobo. That means go and bring
Bring
water,
water.
right? You go because you don't know it. You go and bring something else. He will tell you the same thing again. Mubini Kobo. You go, you bring something else. Like 10 times, you keep on going. So finally, he will now tell you to bring water now you don't know. So because of that experience, you would always remember. So that's how I learned how to speak Ijaw, you know. So rather, I learned how to understand. So going to the village, I couldn't speak, but I could hear. So they all thought I couldn't hear at all. So sometimes people would gossip around me, say some funny things, and trust me, I would just act like I don't understand what you're saying. So I think that's one of the things that stood out for me. And I noticed I was, you know, if I had stayed there longer, I think I would have started speaking. If I had stayed there a little longer. Because I noticed that I don't say things in a jaw and I'll just hold myself. But so that interaction helped me a lot, right? And it helped me appreciate the environment more. It helped me see the lifestyle of these people, you know, very peaceful, very calm environment and lifestyle. No
Very
stress.
demure.
Very demure, no stress, you know. And then on the exam side, so um, personally, I've always been the type of person that you can't tell me this is gray or ash, and I will take it. You have to tell me why. And you have to prove that's if I don't quarrel with you.
He's stubborn.
Stubbornness, you can call it that, but me, I call it being inquisitive. So when they will bring, you know, help, aid for us during the exams, I will question it. I'll say this is not correct.
I can imagine some of the invigilators, like the internal invigilators, be like, well, you not go right, may you finish, may you come up for you.
No,
be
I never agreed. You know?
happy.
I never. So there was one time. This one, he pained the person that was helping us.
You go pay me too.
He pained this person. So, and because this is for a global audience, please, oh, we're not cheating. They were helping us.
If you go call our results.
We're not cheating. They were just helping us because some people had difficulty understanding the instructions.
Yes,
right?
because they speak it draw, so they're
So
just
some people
breaking
had
it down.
to, they needed to, you know, help them break some of the things down to a language they could understand. So that was a challenge.
That was really cheating.
So while they were helping us, some of the way they were interpreting the questions, I didn't agree with it. So I would always question it, and so that made them angry. So even some of the students were now angry at me, like this over Sabi, this every time you. So that was another thing. But apart from that, you know, personally, I don't like seafood, so I'll say it here. Very strange from a man from the coastline. I don't like seafood. I don't eat it. But during that period, I ate more fish than I'd ever eaten in that amount of time. So that was my own experience and
so
beautiful.
both my parents are fishermen and fisherwomen. Have you had it talk on?
You try small.
I tried small, okay. They used to go and they used to fish in those days. So once a fisherman or woman, always a fisherman.
Yeah.
Once they see somebody with the cash of the day, how much is it? They
I'm
buy,
telling you.
they bring to the house. I've had experience. I've carried fishes as big as this in my house. If you go to my fridge now, I'm
You are
bet
sure?
if you don't see fish like this, you would see prawns. You would see so many different aquatic life in my fridge.
Aquatic life.
And too much of something
It's not good.
is not good.
Yeah.
Too much of anything is not good. So I grew up eating anything fish. My mom then, I would tell her, look at the type of phone you are using. You are using a rubbish phone and you will buy fish 200,000 naira. Buy iPhone. It's the same with one fish that you will eat. I would always, like, it made me eat fish more because of the amount of money they
You
spend
spend,
on fish. So I can agree with him when he says he doesn't like seafood. I go easy on seafood.
Seafood.
Some seafood. Some. So,
Okay.
so yeah.
We just needed to enter into it with this because it's something we needed to say in the last episode
Yes.
that
But we're
we
trying to make that episode a bit brief. I think
yeah.
it will do for money if you take it enter episode 3.
I'm telling you, we
So
push it inside.
topic many. Topic many.
Okay, so let's go into the meat of the day.
Yeah,
you
the
know,
meat
you
of
see
the
what I
day.
did there? Instead of saying fish, I said meat.
Collect.
Okay, so into the meat of today. So I'm going to ask you, Precious. So, what is the worst thing? I'm expecting to say multiple things, but just for the facts, what is the worst thing you've ever done for money?
Okay.
Another time, yeah, babe.
Okay.
Imagine the
No,
mic is there.
Yeah, the mic. Put it. Collect the mic. Okay. Worst thing. Worst thing. um. Okay. I can't really think about it, but like you. Okay, I was in university, and I wouldn't say it's the worst thing, but like, what the precious lover do for money.
Money.
So being an job boy, I can arrange your bone, I can suit your muscles, I can massage, I sabi massage. This will not be I want use until entire evening, you understand? This is like how would I put it? This is plainly skill because I can tend to a broken bone.
Yeah.
I can tend to like sprained ankle or elbow, shoulder.
We are starting a
dislocation and
new
the rest.
business, so masseuse parlor.
So I can do all that. I am very experienced in it. And if you want relaxation massage, leave out for me. Now my work. You understand? A lot of people watching it knows. They cannot even argue. If you confirm, just give me. You
Thumbs
understand?
up.
So while I was in school, I was charging 10,000 naira per massage. And I wouldn't really say it's the worst thing, but like touching people, having them in my room, trying to make them relax, red light, blue light. See, I was not touching people inappropriately. I'll be at it
Just for balance.
okay for balance and not do those bad things.
It was
Purely for the money.
money.
Yes. So both guys, both girls. A lot of people like there was this guy. He was playing basketball and his shoulder dislocated, and I had to
Arrange it back.
arrange it back, tied it, and he paid me. Then I did follow up like 2 days, and till now that his shoulder, see, the shoulder won't even dislocate, the better person won't dislocate. You understand? So I think that was one of the weirdest thing
Yeah.
I did for money. So
Okay, I'll come back to you, but let me see
Your
one
turn,
that I
your turn. Take the
remember.
mic.
Thank you. So in secondary school, I write very fast. I write extremely fast, even down to university. In fact, if you're watching this video and we went to school together, you know that before the teacher even says "pim," I've written it. So I used to have my notes in secondary school complete. Then there was something we used to do. Then they would check your notes, open day or something. When they would check all your notes in secondary school, teacher will come with long cane. Oh yeah, one by one, bring your notes. Your note is not complete, you're in soup. So there were students obviously who throughout the term would not copy their notes, would not do assignments.
superhero.
So
For money.
what I used to do was I would copy their notes from beginning to end for money. And how much were they paying me? 2,000 naira. This was like, we're talking 2011. So if you're paying me 2K to copy your notes or 3,000 or more.
I'm not for street now, big boy. They the same street. Yeah.
Yeah, we
Big
actually
boy.
lived in the same street.
So I don't money like big boy.
So there was one period that I couldn't meet up because I had so many notes to copy. So I started selling my notes. So, so instead of me to copy your own and give you fresh, I'll sell my own to you. Then I'll copy my own myself. I'll copy my own for myself again. So I know there are many times I collected cane because I couldn't meet up, and I'll still collect workload. Then this time we're doing home economics practical, sewing album or something like Stitches album.
Yeah.
I said, lock up, leave them for me. Oh yeah, bring jobs. That night I'll be at home in the night. I won't sleep. I will stitch and stitch and stitch and stitch.
Wait, you leave copying. You dey copy fast. You leave that one.
I did
You
all
dey
of them.
so fast.
So there is sewing period, there is copying. Copying period usually end of term. When you want to write test or exam, you must present your notes. So that was my own business for that period. So even up to university, even up to senior secondary school, there are people who they couldn't. Some guys who wanted to wear, because I used to wear in senior secondary, I used to wear a very slim trouser. So that time it was a rainy thing.
Pants.
You understand?
Pants. You call
So
it pants.
there were guys who
It's not this baggy.
no pants then slim one. So there were guys who had big trousers and they couldn't those body guys, they couldn't go outside to sew it, and so they used to bring jobs for me. So me, I'll go to my tailor with plenty trousers like this. Oh yeah, slim this one, slim this one. So those are some of the crazy things I did for money in secondary school.
That's that's extreme. Extreme. So moving along the line, we or I did I picked up a skill, and there's something I always advise people: who you know is more important than what you can do.
Yeah,
And so far, that has been like the testimony of my life. And I picked up photography. Somebody that taught me photography. After like a month of him teaching me, the job I bagged, the amount they paid me was more than the guy has received in almost his whole career.
thank God for grace.
So it's grace. You understand? So we're not removing the luck factor, we're not removing the connection factor, we're not removing the every other factor that made it very
Yeah.
easy for us to get to where we are.
Yeah,
But we're just sharing our journey. And
yeah,
the best part about luck is yourself or you yourself can be lucky.
yeah,
Anybody can be lucky. And so I picked up a skill, and that skill was photography. And someone saw me working. Like I was doing it consistently, not for so long, but like I picked up the camera and I was doing some sports photography. I was shooting my nephews that go and play sports. So I shoot them and I post pictures. And somebody was watching me. And I was like, okay, I have a job for you. It's a sports tournament. Come and shoot this. It's a 2 days event, and I want you to cover this event. And I'm offering 200,000. That was the first time photography paid me. Photography gave me 200,000 naira, and that was in 2017. And till date, that money, is sweet. It's sweet die. And it was a 2 day event. So the other day attracted another 200,000. So the first one 200, the second one 200. So, and I took that job amidst being in 100 level, and I had an exam. So, funny story, I traveled, the event started by around 4 p.m. So I traveled there around like 2 p.m. on boat, 1 hour, 30 minutes. I got there, I started shooting. I had exam, a physics 121 course, and it was slated for 8 a.m. in the next morning. So while I was shooting around 4 a.m., I was very time conscious. I took some team members, I took some people, I gathered a team that I took over, some more experienced people. So I got to around 5 p.m. I was like, you know what? If I don't leave now, there is no way I
Yeah.
will make a 1 hour, 30 minutes journey in the morning to get to Warri, then
telling
from
you.
Warri to my university.
Telling you.
It's not going to be possible. So I gave the camera to one of my team members. I was like, please, just take pictures. One will be good. Out if you take 1,000, 100 will be good.
Yeah.
I started running down to the dockyard or the waterside, as we call it. So, immediately I ran there, the last boat of the day was leaving. I tell you, like the last boat, like no other boat to leave the community again till the next day. It was leaving, and it was already like almost halfway away from the dock. So I had to like quickly pay, roll up my trousers, enter the water,
Yes,
and
so
run inside. Like my life depended on it because my life literally depended on it. Because just imagine
miss the
I
exam.
missed my exam. It's automatic carryover and
Yes, no.
started to start affecting my
Yes,
grades.
no.
So I ran, I entered that boat. Even in the course of the journey, it got dark. So that was the first time I was going to my village and it was dark. It was like I actually even saw people lighting up some this thing on the road so that we could see. I was like, if I didn't meet this before. So
Trouble.
we got to worry. Immediately I got to worry, there was one useless traffic. But I was like, more at least I'm
Don't
here.
worry. Yeah.
I started entering the next vehicle to my school from one to one to one to one. I got to my school, I got to my hostel around 11 p.m. and I sat. Immediately I got to my hostel, I entered inside my room. I just smiled and I breathed. I was like, thank God,
Thank God.
thank God.
Crazy experience, man.
The next day, the physics exam, Jesus,
I know that.
Jesus. I had D in that course.
At least he didn't carry
At
it
least I'm
over.
not carrying over.
At
And
least
so
he didn't
far,
carry it
so good. I
over.
love how I use my results. So
Go to school, oh.
no, go to school. Go to school. You meet fine girls.
I didn't say that part.
My current partner na school attend me town.
Go to
So go to
school,
school. School is not a
oh.
scam.
School is not a scam. Even if you use your result, you find girlfriend, you find wife, you find husband.
So
So
yeah. So yes,
yeah.
yes, yes, yes.
So how do you think that that experience of doing something that crazy for money has affected your life in terms of taking risks and going forward?
Okay. When I had that money, I felt like I was on top of the world because I went from like parents' money to my own money in hundreds of thousands. And
What did you do with the money?
first, I felt buy phone. At tier one wicked Infinix.
Nice.
Infinix Hot 8. That year,
Nice.
that phone was raining. I didn't buy the light, I buy the pro version of that phone. And that was the first purchase. Then basically I was just using it for lifestyle. Okay. Sorry, I didn't I saved I used 200,000. I invested 200,000. I'll tell you how I invested the 200,000. So um that I kept 200,000, but I live lifestyle. Like me and my we'll go out to buy anything, we'll sit, we'll spread turkey. Hi, turkey. I shop turkey. But at the end of the day, they complained for the first job. Like they were like it wasn't professional, wasn't this, wasn't that. But I sure just knew that okay, I wasn't there. So but I didn't tell them I wasn't there. I just said I would do better. You understand? So the second job was very good. So it just covered up for my. But yeah, taking risks became like a thing of the norm. I no longer see from that day. I no longer regard school because I mean I could just go and take a few pictures, do what I love, and so much money can enter my pocket.
Yeah, get paid.
I got paid. And also in school, I started taking pictures of popular buildings and popular people, and I got recognition. You understand? I was that photographer. There was also another photographer, but got punished you.
God, you not punish you, please.
Now I get. We all guys, we created like a community of photographers helping each other, and so far so good.
Yeah.
Many of us are still in the field, and they are doing extremely well. Now me they even fall behind.
Yeah,
For the photography, now me they fall behind.
you're laps behind.
Laps behind. If I want to catch up with you guys, I have to dedicate 5 years of my life non-stop. Non-stop before I will come to their level. You understand? Now, you guys are doing well. You guys, kudos to you guys.
Oh, Warida.
What's that? What does that mean?
Can't remember, but it means something about.
Go front. So yeah, it's that money created like a loop for me because actually, it wasn't 200,000. I invested 100,000 there in a forex program where somebody was doing 200% return in 4 months, and I put that money in, and that money brought out 200,000 naira for me. Then that same 200,000 naira, I was in school. I put that 200,000 naira back into a 1 month program. That one was returning 20% monthly. So that money was, I was getting 40,000 naira in school. If you're in school and you get 40,000,
Yes,
you're a
no.
big boy. So that I was using that one to guide.
Guide, yeah.
Then my mom was saying that, okay, this boy, they suffer. What are you doing? I told her, and she was like, okay, let me add 300,000 naira into this thing. I was like, are you sure? She was like, yeah, I'm sure. She added 300,000, 500,000. So it was now returning 100,000 naira monthly. But it cast the person wrong with the money.
Yes, of course.
My mama will kill me. But that's another story for another day. So another story for another day.
Yeah.
But just know that I was depressed for 3 months. Like if it was only my money, I would be like, okay, it's
Your mama
fine.
money.
Now my mama money.
Nah, G. Nah. Sorry.
My mommy would call me every day.
For the guy.
Alpha. They don't see him. They don't. I was in school, but I was not in school because the pressure. The pressure was not. See, thank God. Thank God, say I'm not just past there. I was trying to take loan from people to pay my mom so that she would not notice
Yeah.
that the program has
Casted.
casted. I was trying to borrow money to pay, but nobody.
You know, I have a similar experience with this thing. So it was in 2021. So
Same time on my own too.
it was, I think it's the same person.
Not Frank.
No, it wasn't Frank. No.
Okay.
This was 2021. So I started this Forex thing too as well. You know, they promised me 30%, I think.
No big old.
No,
If I'm
30%. 30%. So my friend convinced his parents to give them 300,000. He said 300,000. To give him 300,000. Me, I didn't collect any money from any of my parents. I think I put in 150. Then one of my aunties, she heard about the thing. I think she now put in 150 as well.
Can you remember the name of the Forex program?
I can't remember, but it was one Fupri guy. I can't remember the guy's name, but it was from your school. So, yeah, it was going good. Every month, the guy would send invoice. Okay, this is what you're earning this month. This is your earnings. Roll over. Do you want the money or do you want to roll over? I'll say roll over. Right on, sir. Right on, pastor. You know, so it got to a few months later, the thing casted as usual. It's always cast.
It's always.
So my mom's friend she didn't know at first. I thought maybe we're trying to get the money back, but it wasn't happening. You know, so I just had the mentality that I can take a loss, but I never want anybody outside somewhere to say, oh, well, they gave their money to Waribi and they never heard of it again.
Well,
Spoil my name. So
poor spit for your name.
So that time I was trying to do some crypto as well. So I had some cryptocurrency. So I just went to liquidate. I sold them and sent her money, 150. She was not complaining that after 3 months, no profit. That is my money. If I put in so big business, you know how much I would have made by now.
Go put her.
So in my mind was okay. I now called my mom and I explained to her that this is what happened. Money and no chop. I didn't eat the money. I still had to pay from my own money to tell you how much of. I didn't want that nonsense. So I paid the money, and so it was around that period I promised myself in this life I would, before I do any investments. Hey, okay, you must call your lawyer.
Okay, sorry. This investment I did. There were 2 lawyers involved.
Let's just come here.
They still wrong. Who I want? I don't sign. I sign. My mama sign. The boy sign. The lawyer sign. Our lawyer sign.
Yeah. But it's part of life. I mean, it teaches you some very vital lessons. All these 30%, over the years, people have brought different investments to me. Oh, my friend, get out. What's that?
Don't worry, use and enrich your life.
So I think it joined what made me just turn my eyes away from crypto at a point and all these Forex investments and everything.
Okay, good. When you were turning your eyes, I was buying shitcoin. I was trading meme coins, and I can remember the coin. Down date did how many percent? 9,000%, and I bought in early because I was like, you know what? This is not going to give people money to be trade for me. I trade myself.
Yeah, take the
I
risk.
bought down date, and so far so good. That money now make me day, so you understand. And I also tried my dad, so I bought for him, but I didn't know that it would do exponential, whatever. And it was already too late. So they didn't really feel the
yeah,
impact.
didn't feel the impact. Yeah, I understand.
You understand? So me myself, I cash out. You
Enjoy.
understand? So I was lucky. So we'll talk about that one later.
Yeah, later. So I promise you another episode.
Another episode. So I think this is the end of this episode. Because it's not reached 30 minutes.
Okay, so
Not reached 30 minutes. So
okay,
what can we talk about in the next episode?
let's surprise them.
Let's surprise them.
Episode 3. Let's surprise
Because we
them.
will still surprise ourselves.
Actually, because we don't know what we're going to say next, but we know something is going to come out from beyond the creeks. So
Beyond the creeks.
that has been it for us today. I don't know. I learned a lot. Taking risks very important, but shine your eyes. Money don't go. Money don't go. All right, guys. So thank you so much for joining.
Thank you for
Like, comment, share,
subscribe.
subscribe.
Because this thing's supposed to
I'm a YouTuber now. I've forgotten. Subscribe. Click the subscribe button. Link in bio. I mean,
But look. If you look this rectangle, if you watch YouTube video, now my side, the button, nice subscribe.
okay, good. So subscribe.
Subscribe.
Yes, subscribe.
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 All right. See you in the next episode. Cheers.